Bob, thank the Lord for my guy Steve, because the internet has spoken and they were very upset about how this guitar wasn't intonated. As a $9,800 guitar, one would surmise that if you're going to spend that kind of money, you know, where you could buy a Honda Civic, maybe part of a kidney off eBay, you could probably get, I don't know, a Mark McGrath to come mow your lawn. My only thing is, hey Gibson, please just send me a guitar that can play in tune when I get it out of the, when I buy it from you. I didn't buy it, Bob bought this. And so you know, Bob, he's an affluent pilot. He can afford to put this in a, it's in a case. Like, you know, like Han Solo was in carbonite. Bob, did you get that bonus this year? Bob's like, yes, I did. Look at the Ultima. Ultima. It's not a Nissan Ultima, it's an Ultima. I don't know. I also used to call it a Les Paul, like, you know, Les. It's Lester Pulphus. But just so you know, not everyone knows that Les Paul stands for Lester, and not everybody in New England speaks that way. So I apologize to Lester Pulphus, not to you. I don't feel bad about you, but I will no longer call him Les Paul. And if you want me to call it an Ultima versus the Nissan Ultima, I'm with it. I'm with it. My problem was when I got this guitar, and just understand, like, since I was a child, I mean 13 or something, I had a poster of this on my wall. Like, this was, like, if you made it, like, this is what you bought. Now, a lot of people have brought up that this is a work of art, it's not meant to be played. I call total bullshit on that. If it's from Gibson, if it's a Les Paul, it's meant to be played. I don't care if it looks like Liberace came and did his thing, or Queer Eye for the Straight Guy was like, well, it might be a little bit over the top, but you should do it. I love the fact that I have no idea what fret I'm playing on this. So I am one of those guys. Now, personally, I would love to see a guitar like this that was from the Murphy Labs, which, by the way, I love everything from the Gibson Murphy Labs. But can the Murphy Lab do one of these guys and make it look like it's aged? Can you make it look like it's been played? Because, like, that is the fakest thing in the world, because these guitars, usually, like what Bob did, they go into some sort of case or they hang on the wall. I don't believe in that. I mean, I think it's cool that if you have enough Les Pauls, you can have one hang on the wall, but people ask me all the time, do you play all these guitars? Yes. Yes. I try them all. I play them against each other. I see which ones I like because I'm neurotic. It's right in the title, guys. I've always wanted one of these. And I'd like to see one, again, that's naturally beat up with some belt buckle rash, like it's been gigged a bunch, not just like a headstock injury from where it fell off like the law office table. You know what I mean? Like, hey, guys, I just won that, boom! Oh, there goes, what is that? It's a guitar. Oh, it looks like Liberace's Wet Dream. I know. A lot of people were upset because they thought I was just crapping on Gibson. I have over 50 Gibsons, guys, and I love every single one. I've cherry-picked them. I bought them used, mostly. But even when I bought new ones, they've always come intonated. All this conjecture. What would be wrong? Was it the strings? Was it the truss rod? Was it not intonated properly? Hey, guys, I love all of you, and I love your critiques. Not my first rodeo. Tried all of those things. I intonated it. I messed with the truss rod. All of that. It was the nut. It was cut or not cut very well. I still believe in my heart that there's a chance that this is an awesome guitar. And I want to give her a proper demo. For you, for Bob, who's not going to play it, he's going to put it right back in his case, but Bob can then know if it's a good one. And whether it is or not, Bob will still just have it on his wall looking down at him, and he can play his other made to match. It's fine, because I love Bob. And in fact, just so you know, Bob can play guitar pretty well. He's just a pilot. He has a real job. He's making real money. So he's not, you know, doing the band thing. He's not struggling. He's living life to the fullest. So full that he can afford to put this guitar on his wall. And I don't hate him for it. I don't hate him for it. I don't hate people for things that he deserves it. He flies people places and he gets them there safely. So thank you, Bob, for your service. Does this thing actually sound good when she's plugged in and intonated by my buddy Steve? Let's find out. Now, on the last video, I said that these were the 490 and 498 pickups. I was wrong. I was reading about Bob's made to match. These are 57s. I've said this in video after video after video after video. I love the Gibson 57s. So if they don't sound good in this, there's something wrong. I plugged this lovely lady, the Liberace of guitars, the Ultima, not to be confused with the Nissan Altima that your girlfriend drove in 1998. I plugged it into my Angle Gigmaster 30. I love that amp. Seems a little out, man. Why? I hear glints of hope. I don't know. All right. It sounds pretty decent. It's okay. I'm not crazy about it, but I'm not hating it either. Let's go to the distortion. Let's see where we're at. Let's rock and roll on Bob's guitar. God damn it, let's tune this thing again. Here we go. Now that's what I want to hear, guys. Not that. Okay, I can't handle it. I'm editing this video and I can see that I'm trying to like mentally compensate for this guitar being out of tune. I wanted so much, so hard to take it to Steve, have him cut the nut, you know, adjust the neck, put the new strings on, all the things that you would think would fix this $9,800 Gibson fail. But no, the whole time I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds kind of cool. And it's literally just me with my snark and then with my other tuner, like trying to figure out what's wrong with it. I can tell you what's wrong with it. It sucks. The Gibson Ultima, that one, Bob, your guitar, it sucks. It sucks. I'm gonna call it a Nissan Altima, except my Ultima actually got me to the gig. Bob, here's some advice. Put that Ultima right back into the Carbonite with Han Solo, and just like at the end of Aliens, just set the planet on fire and don't look back, Bob. Just don't look back. Why don't you smash that subscribe button already?